The Community Development Service is one of the 4 cardinal programs of the NYSC and is a veritable platform for core members to add value to their host communities. Under the program, core members identify the felt needs of the communities and work with the inhabitants to mobilize resources for execution of planned projects. It is noteworthy that CDS programs are categorized into 3: the individual, group, and collaborative. The activities carried out in all the categories are geared towards accelerating development, especially at the grassroots. Some of the areas of focus include mentorship of pupils, students in science, technology, arts, information technology through guidance, conduct of quiz and extramural lessons, healthcare delivery, agricultural development, and poverty alleviation. I'm proud to say that through the CDS, our youths on national service have made enormous impact on communities all over the country, with their legacies further endearing NYSC to all and sundry. Indeed, their efforts have not only helped to bridge the imbalance in rural urban development, but also reawaken stakeholders' consciousness regarding the needs of the rural dwellers. Another significance of this cardinal program is the fact that it serves as a platform for creative thinking towards technological development, resourcefulness, productivity, and appreciation of cross-cultural similarities and differences. It is also worth mentioning that engagement of CDS activities develops in the core members patriotism, good interpersonal relationship, leadership skills, team spirit, endurance, selflessness, and charitable spirit, amongst other virtues. In spite of the aforementioned achievements, the usual favor associated with CDS activities have continued to dwindle in recent years. Factors responsible for this include poor incentives for core members who execute projects, lack of support from community leaders, inadequate funding that impede CDS activities. Our determination to address these challenges gave rise to the decision to reorganize and initiate annual launch of the activities. We are confident that this step will go a long way in improving, sustaining, and making the program more goal-oriented. Our effort to reinvigorate the CDS are meant to bring the conduct of its activities in tandem with global best practices. The result will not only be seen in the impact on the benefiting communities, but also the motivation of the younger generations. Today's event also provides us with a unique opportunity to rekindle the consciousness of all stakeholders on reviving community support for improved CDS activities. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to present to you the following that we will be formally unveiling today, and other existing programs that will be launched as part of 2020-21 Community Development Service activities. A. NYSC Films, NYSC Cultural Troupe, Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers, HIRD, NYSC Sports and Cultural Festival, NYSC HIV/AIDS Program, Traditional Group CDS, Year-Round Personal CDS, and Collaborative CDS. The Regional CDS Award will also be presented to the following categories of winners. 1. Best Individual CDS Projects, first, second, and third positions. Best CDS Groups, first, second, and third positions. Best CDS Schedule Officers, first, second, and third positions. And Best CDS Collaborators / Stakeholders. The idea of annual launch of CDS activities and institution of awards will not only give additional impetus to this cardinal program, but also spur both the core members and CDS field officers to greater performance.
On this occasion of the relaunch of the Community Development Service activities for 2021, the significant role of the youth cannot be overemphasized in any national development. And at a time like this, when the government of Nigeria is committed to promoting learning, skilling, employment, and entrepreneurship opportunities for young people to drive economic growth. The journey of You Report Nigeria and the NYSC began in 2014. And since then, the platform has experienced exponential growth. You Report Nigeria is an SMS-based platform used to solicit voluntary opinions from young people concerning issues that they face in their communities and how to address them. The opinions given through the polls have informed and shaped how we engage and work with young people today in Nigeria. The polling results have also helped us define how organizational programmatic priorities in advancing the results for children. We appreciate the endless hours of service the NYSC has dedicated towards the growth of You Report in Nigeria. Today, because of your support, the number of subscribers on the You Report platform has reached over 3.5 million today, with a goal to reach 5 million by 2023.
This, as it were, reflects a higher sense of national consciousness within the context of our national exigencies, aside the drive for sustainable and relevance of the CDS program and of the cost the NYSC scheme. Besides the obvious fact that the NYSC scheme and FCT are twin brothers in the project, Nigeria, and national unity, integration and cohesion trajectory, the Community Development Service is a prime tool for renting physical development strides and taking the dividends of good governance to grassroots. Again, given the creative and innovative tendencies behind this CDS program, the expectant position and long-lasting effects on our communities, the imperative of this program is quite obvious. For instance, the Health Initiative for Rural Dwellers, HIRD, where health care delivery has been taken to the doorsteps of millions of people at the grassroots level. The production and distribution of over 20,000 face masks and hand sanitizers and hand washing machines to help curb the spread and effect of COVID-19 in the area councils of FCT, the construction of clinics, school blocks, and toilet facilities. To this end, the CDS program and activities deserve unbridled and maximum support from any responsible government, agencies, corporate bodies, and individuals alike. At this juncture, I would like to seize this opportunity to appreciate the organizers, especially the Director General, that they partnering with NYSC for the development of our rural communities. In the light of the above, I want to assure the Director General of NYSC, Brigadier General Shaibu Ibrahim, that the subsisting symbolic relationship between the NYSC and FCT cannot be eroded by the happenstance. No matter how legit the circumstances, the FCT remains a very dependable partner in the development of our local communities nationwide and in the FCT in particular. The FCT holds special consideration for hard work, outstanding performance, and personal contribution of COP members to their host communities. And we will do everything within all possibilities to encourage and support every COP member with viable and visible personal projects with direct impact in the rural communities and in the FCT metropolis. More so, I will ensure that the leadership of the 6 area councils, heads of FCT departments and agencies, as well as all our traditional leaders, lend their support to personal, group, and collaborative NYSC CD projects and personal proposals in their domain. While I warmly receive all participants from across the states and the FCT, let me assure you of a secured, serene atmosphere for each free launch of the CDS activities towards achieving the desired impact. I also want to use this opportunity to call on the stakeholders nationwide to rise to the occasion and accord the CDS program and the NYSC the desired support for better Nigeria.
To our country, you represent the vanguard of the millions of Nigerian youth. You are the foot soldiers and the ambassadors of the youth of this country. And how you carry yourself in your places of primary assignment, what you do during your youth service, is a reflection of the Nigerian youth, either negatively or positively. I'm glad to say that to a very large extent, we have seen very positive impact of your resourcefulness, your relevance in our society, your innovative minds, and the fact that you form a major plank for national development of our country. The NYSC as a scheme harbors the single largest concentration of Nigerian youth, about 320,000. No government ignores such a scheme. Any government that is serious about youth development, about building leaders for tomorrow, about building captains in the boardrooms, community leaders, teachers, engineers, mentors, will pay absolute attention to a scheme like this. I want to thank General Yakubu Gowon, who started this scheme, and we're glad he's still alive. He's still very proud, still identifies with this scheme. But I think one of the greatest supporters of this scheme is our President Muhammadu Buhari, who repeatedly, once NYSC is mentioned, remembers to thank General Yakubu Gowon for bringing this about, but also remembers with nostalgia the young NYSC corpers who visited him in Katsina. He remembered very well that most of them told him they had never been to Katsina or any part of Nigeria except Lagos and Ibadan. The NYSC gave them that opportunity. And that remains one of the abiding significance of the NYSC. That is national unity. It takes the man who was born in Kotongora, went to school in Kotongora, takes him away from Kotongora and drops him somewhere in Ijebu-Ode. And he will have to learn to survive for 1 year. So say, the CDS is at the heart of that. Because of the community component of it. After lectures in the classrooms and theories and practical experiments, you're exposed to real life. Real life starts with the community. It challenges your intellect, calls you up to service, to bring to bear what you have learned. And through the CDS, you're prepared after 1 year for the challenges, the opportunities of the larger society.